y'all. So it is Friday, April 19th. I am doing school. So annoyed because my professors just posted what we're doing for finals and everything, because finals is approaching quickly. I've got to get started, and I'm a person that has to start doing things right away. Like, I cannot procrastinate until the last second because it gives me so much stress, and then I end up failing. Or failing for me, like getting a B or a C. So I just am getting started like 3 weeks early, maybe even 4. I'm not sure. It's 4 weeks. I'm positive it's 4. Just because like I have papers to write, I have projects to turn in, then we got to study for exams. Like, it's a lot. It's just kind of difficult to take in. So I have not been able to read, but I'm not taking classes this summer, so I will be able to read more, which I'm so excited about. I just hate that I haven't been able to read. That really, really irritates me because I love reading, and every time I sit down to read, I can't focus on it because I'm thinking you need to be doing school. And that's always a problem that I've had. I never take time for personal, like, me time, like, make sure that I take care of myself. Like, I never do that. I just am doing school all the time. The amount of times that my mother has taken my computer away from me and my books is unreal, like grounded, and they force me to go out, and I hate that. I'm such a weird person, I know. I'm just gonna continue writing this research paper. It's on vaccines and autism, and I am so for vaccinating your kid. Like, you have to me. So yeah, I'm just gonna write this paper. I have to write the conclusion. I've actually already written the whole paper. I just have to write the conclusion now, and then I'll turn it in, and then I'm gonna work on some other projects. So I will update y'all later. Bye. Good morning. It's Saturday, and it's like 8 in the morning, and I'm awake, so that's great. I think I'm gonna read this morning, like before my family and I are going on a picnic. So yeah, I think I'm gonna read and just chill out for a little bit, because there's a noise. My mom and dad are in the kitchen. They wake up every single weekend, because the weekends are where they really spend time together, and they're like annoyingly gross. Like, oh my god, they like literally won't get off each other. It's so annoying. It's like great because they've been together for 25 years, but for me and my brother, it's like, I mean, they don't do anything inappropriate, but it's just kind of like, okay. I'm gonna read. I actually picked a book out. I've got We Were Villains by M.L. Rio, and right now, nothing's really happening. Here, maybe I should roll over the other way. There's better lighting. Yeah, nothing's really happening, so I'm assuming it will pick up. I mean, it's interesting what I'm reading about. Like, I'm still intrigued. Like, I want to know about the characters, which I think is the point, and hopefully this is kind of character driven, because oh my god, now they're fighting. Happens all the time. They literally fight for like 1 minute, or like not fight necessarily, just like argue and tease each other, and then it's like back to being all kissy. It's freaking weird. I'll let y'all know how We Were Villains goes. I still have to do school today. Like I said, I'm doing little bits at a time each day because finals are 4 weeks away, and I do not like cramming. It's my worst thing I have to do. And the only time I've really had to cram was when, okay, so my semester, I think it was my second semester ever in college, and that's when I started to get really bad with the Crohn's and everything. I started to get so sick, and so during that semester, so sorry about that. Oh, that's fun for me. So sorry. Okay, sorry, I'm just listening. Make sure it's nothing serious. It's not. They're talking about the fucking dishes. I was in the hospital like 2 weeks before finals, and I was so deliriously drugged out because, I mean, I was in horrific pain. I was bleeding like crazy, and like, because Crohn's is essentially eternal bleeding. I was ridiculously drugged out. Every time I tried to study, I would fall asleep, and then I wouldn't even remember what I did in the first place, so I just gave up at one point. And then finally I got released. Then I had to cram. Like, the finals were that week when I got out, and I had to really work my ass off, and I luckily ended up not having a D or an F in my classes. I got 1C and like cried about it. Like sobbed hysterically that I got a C in a class. Like it was horrible. That was like my only semester where I hadn't had all A's. Now occasionally I'll have like a B if some class is really, really hard for me, which is normally science classes, which sucks because I've always wanted to be like a veterinarian or a doctor since I was little, but I am so bad at science. Like even when I get tutors, it doesn't click, and I don't know, and I can't let my GPA go down that badly. I naturally click with English and history and government. Like that's the shit I click with. So maybe I need to be a lawyer, but I don't know. It's so annoying for me. And psychology I do great at, but not Bachelor of Science. I don't think I would survive on Bachelor of Science, because seriously, no matter how much I'd study or read, I just didn't understand it, and it really drives me crazy because even high school science was pretty easy. So I thought, you know, oh, I'll be fine to do college science, and no, like it's so much more detailed and so much more extensive. Sorry I'm going on a big rampage about this, but I'm gonna read now, hopefully, and yeah, so I'll see you later. Hey y'all, okay, if you hear laughing, it's my brother. He is having some fun right now watching videos. I don't know what the hell. Okay, that sounded bad. He's watching YouTube videos of, I think it's Markiplier. Is that how you say his name? So sorry if I butchered that. So I have been doing school pretty much all day. It's Saturday. It feels like Sunday really badly. I don't know why that is. And I'm basically just done. I'm not gonna do anymore. I just want to read. I am ahead, so that's kind of nice. That way I won't be so stressed out. I've got to wake up early tomorrow. I need to take a shower real quick because it's Easter Sunday tomorrow and I'm Baptist, so we celebrate it. That's what we're gonna do. And it should be a good day tomorrow, hopefully, if all goes well with everybody's health problems, because my family is a walking disaster, so you know that's a fun time for me and everybody else in the family. I'm gonna read this again. I haven't gotten far and I can't get into it for some reason. Everybody fucking loves it and I'm just waiting for something to happen, but we're only 22 pages in, so like yeah, they have to build the story, Lynn, so give them some time there. So yeah, I'm gonna start reading. And you know what's really, really like catching my eye right now, I'm looking at it as we speak, is the 5th season. It's a fantasy. I cannot get into fantasy at all. Like, I don't know what it is. I want to read thrillers. I want to read contemporaries, but I don't want to read fantasy. And at the beginning of this, I was all about the fantasy. I didn't want to read contemporaries. I wanted to read thrillers still, because I've always loved thrillers, but I really, really loved fantasy, and I don't know if I just completely and utterly burned myself out on it, or if I'm so busy right now with school and my health and doctor's appointments and life in general. I don't know if it's just that I don't have the time to invest and imagine the world in my head and all the characters. Like, I don't know if that's what it is. It might just be that my life is so chaotic, and reading thrillers, it's definitely a chaotic mess. But it's not as complicated as it is reading a fantasy, because when you read a fantasy, I swear to God. And I'm like trying to read The Wicked King right now, which I don't know why I'm doing this. I hated the first book. I'm not sure why I'm hurting myself, but you know, it's whatever. It's a good hate read, and yeah, I do that. Hopefully I'll get back into fantasy in the summer when I have a bit of a break. I am like applying for jobs and stuff, but I'm kind of so afraid to do that because of how sick I get. But I can't be afraid of it. I've got to go out into the world and do things and not be afraid of my disease, because I don't know. I feel like every time I do something important or commit to something important, something horrible happens, and it's just not ideal. But hopefully all will go well. Most of the summer is a shit ton of doctor's appointments, and that in itself is pretty much a full-time job, because I go to a doctor's appointment every fucking day almost. Like, it's ridiculous. Anyways, I'm done venting. I'm gonna read. I'll let y'all know when I really get into it. And I think when I get into this, I'll read it a lot faster. I'm so distracted. Every time I read, I'm like, you should be doing school. So annoying. I hate my brain. It's the worst. But yeah, I'm gonna get off here, so bye. Hey y'all, so it's Monday, April 29th, and it's the 28th actually. Or is it the 29th? It's the 29th, I'm sorry. I am sitting here reading, If We Were Villains. So I am gonna finish this tonight. I'm on page 284 and it is such a good book. I'm loving it so much. I picked up the camera because I have this thought right now. The main character in If We Were Villains is named Oliver. So Oliver is the main person that we're following here. There are 6 other characters in this book. They are all theater students, like they do Shakespeare plays in their college. Oliver's best friend is James. So James is just this really sweet kid. It seems like he's just really nice. He's going through something right now because of everything that's going on. And yeah, he's just kind of going through something. But what's so funny to me is I have felt chemistry between Oliver and James this entire time. So, but Oliver is dating another woman and James is in love with another woman. And like, that's all fine and well, but I feel something between Oliver and James. Like, I feel it. I felt it since their very first interaction, and I am convinced that there are like feelings there, and I just read a scene that makes me think it's true. Like, there's been little hints throughout the whole book that they're like kind of into each other or want to be more than just friends, and I just really wish it would happen. I don't think it's going to, but I really want it to. Like, I want that to be the outcome. Like, no matter what happens, I want Oliver and James to be together because I think they're so good for each other. And it's like, I don't know, I think it's such a special thing, and I feel like this doesn't happen very often, where the reader is reading the very like first interaction in the book between 2 characters and you feel such strong chemistry from the get-go, like they're meant to be together. And these 2 men are so meant to be together. Like, it's insane to me. Like, they just need to be. Like, I would be so happy if they got together. I don't know, I just feel such this big strong connection between them. And if that's the author's intention, he or she, I don't know actually what sex the author is doing such a good job at that, because I mean, it's strong to me. And I don't know if I'm the only one who thinks this, but oh my god, it's so strong. Like, and I mean, so far they've both only ever really seemed to be into women, but they have to be like bisexual maybe, because they have to, like, because their feelings are just so strong towards each other. And I feel like there's so much sexual tension between the 2, and that if they just did it, they'd see like that they're so good for each other. Like, I don't know, this is a thriller, this isn't a romance, but oh my god, I have never been so invested in a romance in a thriller before, and I will be so disappointed if they don't even at least kiss. I just need that to happen because I'm so in love with these 2 characters and I want them to be together so badly. The hunch that I have for the end of this book, the big mystery, involves the 2 of them. That's my hunch that I'm not going to share, because I like to say to the vlog whether I was right or not, and if I share my hunch, then that'll be spoilers if I say whether it's right or wrong, so I can't do that. I just had to share that. I just really, really pray and hope that something happens between James and Oliver. I won't say if it does, and like I said, I could be the only person who is detecting any sort of chemistry between them, but to me it is so strong. And it's not that they're best friends or whatever. That's not what it is. It's something beyond that, and I so can feel it, and it's driving me crazy, and I just want them to kiss. I really want them to at least kiss, and I hope it happens soon. There has been moments, like the scene that I just read, I thought for sure it was gonna happen, and I got so excited, and then it didn't. And because I am so like invested in their relationship, any woman that either of them dates, I don't like them together. Like, I just want it to be those 2 at the end of this, and if that happens, my heart will be so happy. If it doesn't, I will be disappointed, but it's not gonna like determine my rating of the book. I just really want it to happen. Those are my thoughts right now. This book is amazing. Like I said, I have absolutely, honestly, no clue what's going on. I have one hunch. I don't even know if it's correct, but I am so excited, and I'm about ready to finish this bad boy. And the next time I pick up the camera, I will have finished it. And yeah, so I'm gonna continue, and I will update y'all later. Bye. Okay, so I finished If We Were Villains, and I fucking loved it. Like, I love this book so much. The ending is a bit confusing, and I will say that I predicted the ending from, not the ending, but like who was doing all of this. I knew basically from the very beginning. After the incident happened, I knew exactly who did it. I knew what happened. I knew all of it. Because to me, it was a very predictable ending, but still amazing. And I found that with thrillers, especially so far this year, I have read 2 or 3 really great thrillers that I figured out the mystery very early on in the book. How it was revealed and how it was told was so amazing and captivating that it was still amazing. Sorry, my mom's laughing at a show. It was still amazing, even though I knew what had happened from the beginning in this. I love the characters so much. I was so enthralled in their entire existence. I cared so much about what happened to each one of them that even though I did know what happened, it was still just absolutely captivating to read. I mean, I was still pacing like all over my house. I was still picking my eyebrows, which my eyebrows are probably almost gone. I just couldn't believe how amazing this book is. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars, obviously. If I could rate it higher, I would. Because M.L. Rio's writing is absolutely spectacular. Sorry, you guys. My mom is having a heart attack.
Oh my gosh, I got tears running down my face. I'm sorry, are you vlogging?
Yes. Been waiting for a minute and a half. But yeah, so I still love this. I recommend it so much. The ending itself is confusing. It's very open for interpretation, and if you've read this, you know what I'm talking about. To me, the ending can be whatever the reader's perspective is. I have an idea that's actually different for most people, but if I say that idea on here, it's spoilers. I'm sure well, actually what I could do is right now say, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I do have an idea though of how the ending can be interpreted, and mine, I was looking on Goodreads, is way different from everybody else's. I haven't even seen one remotely like mine. I mean, I might share it on here in another video, like maybe a wrap up or something, or this will definitely be in my favorites of the year. I can already say that. Maybe I'll share it on there. This book was just so amazing. It's just a really well written book. Great character development, great plot. To me, it has it all. I was afraid that the hype of this would make me not enjoy it as much when I read it, but the hype is, I mean, well earned. I feel like this lives up to the hype by a lot. So it was fantastic, and I don't have anything else to say other than to read it, and you'll really like it. Even if you figured it out, I feel like you'll still enjoy it. And I did read some reviews where they said that sorry, my mom's being so annoying. I did read some reviews where readers also said they figured it out pretty early on. So I know I'm not the only one, but it was very obvious from the get-go for me. But I was very interested to find out how it was going to unravel. So yeah, but it was so good, and I do strongly recommend it. So that is all. That's it for the If We Were Villains vlog. It's been a week of me vlogging, talking about this. So yeah, I'm gonna go pick another book out. I will see y'all in the next vlog.